The confession. In Rondebosch, somewhere in South African, people pretend not to notice things. They pretend not to see the way certain houses lean too close to the road, or how some gardens grow greener no matter the season. They pretend not to hear the river at night when it sounds like something being dragged downstream. And they especially pretend not to notice Briar House. It sat just off the Leesbeek, behind an iron fence that had been replaced so many times it no longer matched itself. The house was old Cape Victorian, built when people still believed walls could keep secrets and sin could be locked away if you used enough bricks. The windows were tall and narrow, their glass uneven, warping reflections so that anyone standing outside looked thinner, longer, wrong. No one lived there for long. Everyone knew that. When Ethan McCona first saw it, he was already in love with the woman who lived inside. He just didn't know how badly that would matter. Ethan met Mariska van Dyke in the Baxter Theatre Cafe on a Tuesday afternoon that smelled like burnt coffee and rain-soaked coats. She was sitting alone, correcting student essays with red pen, her mouth moving as she read, quietly arguing with sentences that had already been written. "You're going to stab the page if you press any harder," Ethan said, nodding at the pen. She looked up sharply, eyes dark, assessing. Then she laughed once, short and surprised. "They deserve it," she said. "Third-year students should know better than could have." He smiled. "Fair." That was it. That was the beginning of his darkness. Mariska taught English literature at UCT. She spoke Afrikaans when she was tired, English when she was careful, and silence when something wasn't safe to name. Ethan worked in sound design films, adverts and anything that paid. He noticed things most people didn't, hums in empty rooms, echoes where there shouldn't be any, the way buildings had rhythms if you stayed still long enough. Mariska liked that about him. "You listen properly," she told him once. "Most people don't." She said it like a warning. She waited 3 months before inviting him to her house. "I should tell you first," she said, not looking at him as they walked through the company's garden, leaves sticking wetly to their shoes. "It's an old place." "I like old places," Ethan replied. She stopped walking. "No," she said gently. "You like beautiful old places. This one is just really old." Still, she gave him the address. The Briar House, as written on it. When he Googled it, nothing came up except a single forum post from 10 years earlier. "Which state? Anyone else hear voices near the Leesbeek after midnight? We thought it was students at first, but it's not." The next day, he went anyway.